Hey guys, welcome back to Tajiri's Ball Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Summit Ascent. But before we get started, if you like this jersey, I got a couple new styles that I just made right before Nationals. Head to ZealoGear.com, enter my promo code StrikeWithJosh for 10% off discount at checkout. And guys, we are so close to 10,000 subscribers, so please, it's free for you guys. Just hit that subscribe button and like for the algorithm, if you know what I mean. And we will be giving away a signed bowling ball at 10,000 subscribers, so there's an incentive, so just tell your friends. All right, Summit Ascent. Smells like a cream soda. I believe that's Ascent. But colors look amazing. They're kind of giving Axiom vibes. The blue's a little different, but it's beautiful. This is my kind of colorway here. Now, let's talk into the bowling ball and the bowling ball characteristics. So, the Summit Ascent features R2S solid cover stock. It's got the Centripetal HD core wrapped around AI technology. Summit Ascent two-handed view. Let's see what this does. Push. Oh, 9-pin. Stayed more behind on that one. Oh, this R2S cover stock allows the ball to get down the lane pretty easily. I like it. For a solid ball of me bowling two-handed, normally they tend to hook really early, so it's hard for me to get it down lane, just because I haven't built much ball speed yet. How does that not carry? There's no hold. The color on this ball is kind of giving Axiom vibes, if you know what I mean. It's got a chance. AI core technology carry right there. If that one didn't strike, quit bowling forever. Oops. All right, let's just compare it to the original Summit now with some shine. What I noticed with the original Summit versus the Summit Ascent, the original Summit, because of the cover being a lot stronger, it wants it to read earlier, and I'm seeing less overall motion down lane. As far as hook potential, I'm about maybe 1 or 2 boards left of the Summit Ascent versus the original Summit, but the motions down lane are very similar. Just the fact that the Summit has that stronger cover, it's gonna force me just a hair bit left and get my ball started just a little bit sooner. All right, now let's take a look at the Peak, the Summit Peak. I almost 5.710. So you can see that the Summit Peak versus the Summit Ascent, I'm going to be a little bit more right with the Summit Peak. The ball's going to get to the break point a lot easier because the cover stock is a pearlized cover stock. So I'm going to get more length and more recovery down lane. But with the Summit Ascent, I'm going to be a little bit more left than where I would be with the Summit Peak. All right, now this is everyone's favorite ball, the Ion Pro. Now I got everyone's favorite ball, the Ion Pro. With the Ion Pro, I'm forced a little bit more left than the Summit Ascent, and I believe that's due to the strength in the cover stock. The Ion Pro has a stronger cover than the Summit Ascent, and it does have some intermediate differential, so it's going to cause it that once it hits that transition from hook to roll phase, it wants to transition that very quickly just because of that slight asymmetry. Versus the Summit Ascent being a symmetrical ball, you're going to see it be more of a rounded, more continuous motion. And that's typically what you get out of your solid symmetricals versus solid asymmetrical. Now, I didn't bring a phase 2 with me, unfortunately, because I don't have it in my garage. But I have something close. I got an Optimum Idol. So let's see how that stacks. You can see with the Optimum Idol versus the Summit Ascent, the Optimum Idol reads a little bit sooner, is a little bit more forward than the Summit Ascent. The Summit Ascent goes a little bit longer and has a little bit more down lane motion. So if you're looking for that middle benchmark type ball, and you think that your Optimum Idol is reading a little bit too early, being a little bit too forward, then a Summit Ascent will be a good option for you to give you a little bit more length and a little bit more motion down lane. So the Summit Ascent has the RG of 2.46 and a differential of 0.056. It does come at a 4,000 box finish, and so it gives it a little bit of surface, but it doesn't come super dull. So it's gonna allow you to do a lot of surface changes when you get this ball. If you're bowling at a place that's high friction and you feel like your Summit Ascent is hooking too much, just straight from that 4,000, you can apply some React to Shine, or you can even put some compound on it, and that'll give it more length. And if you're bowling on a place where there's a little bit more volume, there's a little bit more juice, the lane surface is a lot newer, and you have less friction, and your ball is kind of just jumping down lane, and you want to control that, you can take this box finish and put it to like a 2,000 or a 1,000 to get it to read a little bit earlier and be a little bit smoother. Now, since the Ion came out, that has been one of the staple balls in my bag. First one out, benchmark type, just right in the middle. I'm throwing this one, and guys, we got a competitor here. I really love the original Marvel line. That's what the Centripetal HD core inside of the Summit Ascent is derived from. Same shape, they just changed the densities inside of it. But yeah, I'm a Marvel guy, love the Marvel Pearl. Even the going before that, the Prodigy. But yeah, this reminds me of like a beefed up Marvel Solid. So where does this ball fit in your bag? This ball is going to be a quote benchmark type bowling ball, as you can call it, or you can put it as a ball that you're gonna want to use to read a lane. It's not going to be very angular down lane. It's not going to be very early, so you're going to get a nice consistent read going from lane to lane and on different conditions with this ball. So I would kind of put this with the Ion Pro right next to each other. They're going to be very close in my opinion. I believe the Ion Pro is going to be a little bit earlier. I did show it in the comparison that the Ion Pro was a little bit stronger, and I believe that's due to the asymmetry and the cover stock being a little bit stronger on the Ion Pro versus the Summit Ascent. But I believe that they're fairly similar. So if you have a really small condensed bag and you don't have room for a Summit Ascent and you already have an Ion Pro, then I don't believe that you need a Summit Ascent in your bag. But if you don't have an Ion Pro and you're still looking for that benchmark type ball and you wasn't sold on the Ion Pro because you're like, oh, well, benchmark type ball, I want it to be a solid symmetrical because that's what I've been using as my benchmark type balls, you know, Phase 2, Optimum Idle, things like that. Then we got a Summit Ascent. So this could be that ball for you. In a 6-ball arsenal, this is kind of where I would put the Summit Ascent. So in the top of my bag, I would have a Harsh Reality Solid. Then underneath that, I would have a DNA Coil. Then right in the middle, I would have this ball, the Summit Ascent. Then below that, I would probably put a Lightning Blackout, and then an IQ Tour, and then either a Pitch Black or a Urethane to round out my 6-ball arsenal. Well, that's where the Summit Ascent would fit if I were to make a 6-ball bag. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below, did you guys like the Marvel line? I absolutely love the Marvel line, like I said earlier in this video. Guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.